Welcome to Fjorge Basecamp. This video provides a high-level overview to help you easily navigate Basecamp on your next project with us. Each Basecamp is tailored to its project needs, so your project Basecamp may look slightly different. The discussion section is where you can find the most recently posted comments. Discussions can be created using this button or by adding comments to a to-do list item. When collaborating on several topics simultaneously, it can become difficult to find older discussions in this section. For this reason, we have a separate discussions topic list below, which we'll review shortly. The first list you'll find on your project Basecamp is usually the timeline. This list identifies the most common project milestones. Once a timeline is confirmed, your Fjorge project manager will assign due dates and the accountable team member, which could be you. By clicking into a specific milestone, you can have a conversation about that milestone. We also have a separate list for development milestones to help you keep track of progress during development. The discussion list is for additional conversations not associated with specific milestones. Having the list here makes it easier to find ongoing conversations. If you need to reopen an old conversation, you can click into the list title and scroll to the bottom. The next two sections, Project Setup and Implementation Plan, are internal checklists to help your Fjorge project manager and lead developer remember each step before kickoff and development. Once development is complete, we'll move into the QA process. During this stage of your project, we'll thoroughly review our work internally before handing the project over to you and your team for review. Your Fjorge project manager will likely schedule a QA handoff meeting to more thoroughly review how we use this section. For starters, Basecamp is set up so that new to-dos added to any list are added to the bottom of the list. For this reason, we have up arrows to indicate that your feedback will move up through our QA process to completion. When adding a new feedback item, use this format: your name, browser, device, template, and the issue. After you've completed adding your feedback into the Basecamp, you can drag the item to above the line for desktop, tablet, mobile app, or functional. This allows our developers to more efficiently solve issues in bulk for each breakpoint. Once you've added all your single batch feedback, we jump into the project and implement fixes. Our developers will comb through the list to identify if any of the feedback is content related, meaning it's something you and your team can edit in the CMS without our help, or needs to be discussed, meaning our developers need more information, believe it conflicts with the original designs, or suspect the request might not be in scope. Otherwise, the task will move to in progress to show the issue is actively being worked on. Once the fix has been pushed to our staging site, it'll move to complete, so you can review the update on staging and mark it as done. We use the same QA process for internal QA, agency QA, and client QA rounds. Next, you'll see our launch process list. This is another internal checklist. Client resources is here for you to help you better understand Fjorge. You'll find blog posts, videos, and files to read at your leisure if you're interested. The backlog is a space for ideas. Oftentimes, feedback identified as out of scope gets moved to this section as opportunities for post-launch enhancements or future projects. The file section is where you can access any files that have been attached in Basecamp. For starters, you'll find a pre-project checklist and a sample style guide. You'll also find your signed project proposal, plus any other files or screenshots added throughout the course of the project. Last are the text documents. You'll find the environment configurations here with all your project credentials. Your project manager can go over this text document in more detail later. Heading back up to the top, you'll notice quick links to each of these major sections: discussions, to-dos, files, text documents. You'll also notice a link for events. Here you'll find a calendar view of any to-do items with assigned due dates. Once again, welcome to Fjorge Basecamp. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial and look forward to partnering together on your next project.